What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Great to see so many good people in here today. So happy to have you guys. Today we're going to talk short form content. If you are creating short form on TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, any of that, we're going to talk about those kind of things tonight. But first, I want to make sure we say hello to everybody. So got everybody so far. What's up, Melanie? Good to see you. Kevin, great to see you in here on a Monday. I know you're normally kind of tied up with work. Great to see you, man. And hey, so real quick, if there's anybody new here, do me a favor, drop in the chat, put in their hashtag new, whatever you want to say. Let us know that you're new here. We do have Visit Volusia, which is from TikTok. I saw her comment so right here, Candy Ann from TikTok. Great to have you here. Appreciate you being here. Corey, I appreciate it, man. Things are going well. Thanks, man. Good to have Mark in here. Billy's able to make it being on hospital detail. So great to have you, man. Of course, where's Mrs. Coach? There she is. There's the beautiful Mrs. Coach, my biggest supporter. What's up, Dagan? There's Mark. Dan, happy wild weather Monday. No kidding, man. In Kentucky, it's supposed to be in like the 50s already, 60s or something, but still in the 40s, but we'll be all right. Yep, hope you guys are all doing well. Hope Sam's recovering well. We got Vato. I saw Vato here. What's up, Brian Beards and Banjos? Good to see you, brother. Who else? DJ Rick Guerrero, I believe from TikTok. Thanks, man. Appreciate you for being here. Hashtag Day One Gang. What is that, Dan? I'm not sure what that is. I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't know. Maybe something went over my head there. Oh, nice. Great to hear, Kevin. Great to hear, man. Sammy's in the house. Oh, absolutely, man. Hey, we're here every Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, and on Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, live here on YouTube every week. So welcome anytime, man. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully, if that happens, Corey, I was kind of doing some numbers. Let me say first, and I always tell people this, don't focus on numbers, don't stress over it, but, as creators, we'd be lying if we didn't say we do think about it and just kind of see where trends are. I mean, there is some importance to doing that. If that happens, then I'll be pretty much on track with the first channel when I hit 1K on the Bluegrass Bearded channel, so I hope so, but if not, it's okay too. It's all right. Contagion Effect, what's going on? Yeah, all you Florida people, Florida. I don't know how you survive that weather all year long, that beautiful weather. So, yeah, hot in Florida. Melanie's in Florida too. Rick is in, let me know if your name's Rick, I'm assuming, but just in case, if I can call you Rick or whatever you want me to call you. 30 and snowing in Chicago and 80 on Saturday. Dude, it's crazy this year, man. Missed the cooler weather. So most people know that we're moving to Wisconsin next year, and I'm going to have to get used to it. It snowed in Wisconsin yesterday. Ridiculous. And apparently it's still snowing in Chicago right now, so April, right? What's up, Tyson? Good to see you. Nick H. Yes, sir. Dan, absolutely. I'm slow sometimes, man. Absolutely. Dan's been here since day one. Absolutely appreciate you, brother. Loving the network group. Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, so I do have some announcements in the beginning, so let's go ahead and talk about this one. So, something I've been working on for a little bit, I do have a community group stood up, and that is at justhitrecordofficial.com. It is a private creator community available by invite. And by invite, I mean you click the link and answer some questions, and I'll probably say yes. But this group is set up for content creators to chat with each other, help each other out with all the different elements of content creation. So if you're interested in joining that group, I think this is going to be a great thing. It's really cool so far. I'm loving how things are going. So justhitrecordofficial.com is how you get there. And then also, I'm doing one-on-one coaching, 60-minute sessions. Calendar's located on my website. There's a few different ways to get there. And so that is kenthecontentcoach.com/one-on-one. So that is that. So yeah, that group is going really well. I'm really loving it. So appreciate you being a part of it. 70s in California. I know Kevin's enjoying that too. If I leave the Bay Area, I'm heading south to Marathon Key. Even better weather, right? And yeah, we are ready to go back to St. Croix for sure. All right, y'all. So, hey, let's go ahead and get started. We have we have some good stuff lined up tonight. I think should be some great chat, especially those of you that do short form content. But first, we got to start off the right way. How was your weekend? Did you have any wins this weekend? Our weekend was pretty normal. Easter, we ate food and hung out, got some content done. So let me know how your weekend was and if you had anything positive happen, any wins. And I always say if you had anything that wasn't so positive too, share that. Family here, whatever you want to share. Wrong sound. April snow showers won't bring Mayflowers. No. I mean, I have plenty of dandelions. Those things survive everything. So, yeah, we're going back someday, man. Someday. Yeah, so Nick, the one-on-one, they're not free. They're a marginal cost, but they are not free. They are part of the services that I offer. So that, yeah, those are paid consultations. Had several of them so far. Have gone really well. I've gotten some good feedback, so really enjoy doing it. Really loving it. The Easter Bunny skipped your house. You must not have been good, Nick. I don't know, man. What happened there? So Candy Ann says, all my new channel content on TikTok is getting nearly 900 views each. Only been live since the 14th. There you go. Good stuff. Hopefully learning some things, and that's awesome. Good job. That is outstanding. We're going to talk about views specifically tonight, how to get more views on content. A lot of you that follow me on TikTok, you've heard some of this, but we're going to kind of condense everything. You know, TikToks are like 15 seconds to a minute, so we're going to bring in a bunch of TikToks together and talk about several of those things tonight. So our weekend was good. See, Kevin had a rough weekend, but pushing forward, still upright with 10 toes on the ground. Absolutely, man. Can't complain too much. Hope everything's okay with you all. But yeah, I'm glad everything is still 10 toes up, man. That's what matters, right? All right, and then if you have those answers, still go for it. But it is Monday, so what are you looking forward to for the upcoming week? What are you looking forward to? For me, I mean, content, live streams. I've got an eye exam tomorrow. The annual, your eyes are getting older. Here's your new prescription thing. So that'll be tomorrow. Otherwise, just kind of normal stuff. Ellie, what's up? Win is that I got a 3-day weekend starting tomorrow. Very nice. Very nice. Not the weekend. Great show with a great veteran, Scotty Hastings, end of last week. I think, is that the same one you talked about Friday? I need to go back and catch that. Coachella this weekend. I've heard of Coachella, but I don't know what that is, Nick. But if that's something you're going to, man, have fun. Looking forward to vlogging again for the first time in like 6 months. Melanie, I'm excited about that. So for those of you that weren't around Friday, we looked at Melanie's channel, and she's talking about she's going to make a switch in her content. So she's going to go from doing what she was doing to doing some vlogging stuff, which is awesome. She shared on Friday that she's hit kind of a slump when it comes to content, and so she's looking forward to this change. And I'm looking forward to seeing your vlogs. I'm going to come check them out for sure. What we've been doing is making much larger batches of products so that by the end of the month, we can just pack orders for the next few months. There you go. You got the big, the new warehouse, everything set up, Corey. Pay this week in 10 days from my Miami Beach trip to get my elite award from work. Well, that deserves one of those for sure, man. Congrats. I remember you posted about that award a little while back, man. Congrats. That's so awesome. Coachella's a music festival. Okay. All right. Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. Yeah, man. Yeah, regular week for us. Not sure of our plans yet. Hey, look, and if Mrs. Coach is not sure of our plans, then I'm sure not sure because she is our calendar. So she keeps me going. Tons of followers, tons of new views on TikTok and Insta, very few on YouTube. But now I'm after repeat viewers. Yeah, YouTube, I mean, when it comes to, the engagement, TikTok is like top tier with the algorithm and how all that works and engagement. YouTube it's definitely harder than TikTok, but it's more of a long game thing, so it's constant, keep at it. Don't quit. What's up, Jay Cruz? Got caught up editing. Jay Cruz is loving life now that he's not editing on his phone. We chatted earlier. So happy for you, man. Keep on playing. The new warehouse is coming along. Bank account needs a Band-Aid because it's been bleeding. Yeah, man, moving. You know, even just moving your family, just moving your own personal family, but moving a business also, it's got to be tough. Looking forward to preparing for my live stream, get back on schedule with my content. There you go. Corey's getting on you, Jay Cruz. He's getting you, man. Everybody's getting on you, man. You guys are, yeah, there you go. He said, thanks for the reminder. No festivals. Yeah, we're not doing festivals either. And yeah, absolutely. The Bucks won game 1 of the playoffs last night. I did wear my, there you go. Go Bucks. Had to sport the hoodie today. Hey, Ash, good to see you. Looking forward to closing this deal on my existing house. Hate paperwork and notaries. Man, yeah, mortgages and closing on houses and stuff. That's, if you don't like paperwork, then you don't like that for sure. Good to see you, Ash. Hope you're doing well. You guys have snow up there? Because I know it snowed up in Wisconsin and Chicago and stuff, so yeah. All right, so again tonight we are going to talk about short form content, sort of some strategies you can use to get more views on your short form. And I've got some slides put together, so we're going to talk about that along the way as we're going through these. If you have any questions about short form, or if you have any tips of things you found that have worked for you as we're going through the different points, definitely share, throw those out there. Dagan's not moving unless he wins the lotto. Yeah, moving. Then you can pay somebody to do it for you, right? Looking forward to Warriors game 2 tonight when I can actually lay around. There you go. Okay, no snow. I remember last time we talked about snow on this live stream. It snowed the next day, and Ash tagged me in a. She tagged me in. It was a story, I think, and she wasn't very happy with me. I think she wanted to curse me out or something, but she didn't do it. Just kidding. We talked about snow, and it snowed the next day. Does short form pay on Insta? It does. I don't remember if that was your question earlier or somebody else, or if it was in the group or on TikTok. No, it was you. It was you in the group. So I've got to research the way that it pays. I do know the answer to that is yes, that short form on Insta, you can get paid for Reels. I think it's based on follower count and some other stuff. I need to research that completely, but the basic answer is yes. Those do pay eventually. Yeah, I thought so. And it was your question, yeah. Hey, what's up, Mike? Good to see you, Cribs. Hope you're doing well, brother. Beard swag in the house. What is going on, family? That is his saying. I can't do it justice, but what's up, family? Great to see you, man. Travis, what's going on, brother? All right, so let's jump into our topic for tonight. Ash says I make shorts as a filler when I'm lazy and I don't want to make a full video, but doesn't help my hours. Yeah, so hey, before we get to the slides, we'll kind of talk about that for a second. YouTube Shorts is like a different ball game, right? I don't do YouTube Shorts. I've thrown a few out there, but I don't do them regularly. And I probably, unless I change my mind for some reason, I probably won't do any more on my channel. For me, it just doesn't make sense, especially based on the fact of how YouTube already kind of segments your live stream audience and your pre-recorded upload audience. I don't want to throw the shorts in the mix also, because a lot of people who watch shorts, that's really all they watch. So then, it goes back to the whole conversation for me, and this is just me, in my opinion, for my channel specifically. Shorts work for a lot of people. So what I don't want to happen, and again, this goes back to the conversation of views and watch time being more important than your actual subscriber count. If you gain a bunch of subscribers for shorts, but they don't ever watch your long form stuff, then for me, that's already another segment of audience that I don't really want for my channel. But that's just me. That's just me when it comes to shorts. So I haven't done any in a while. I've done a few, thrown them out there, but haven't done them in several months. Let's see, just ordered me an RT1250 from RecTech. Oh, cool, man. There you go. Another one. So what are you going to name this one? What's this one going to be called? I was hearing a creator that uses shorts for discoverability and is killing it with super fast growth. They figured out what works for them. Yeah, a lot of people do kill it with shorts, and I'm sure if I put the time in, I could probably figure out how to make it work. But for me, again, it's the segment of audience that I want YouTube to figure out how to stop segmenting the audience so much when it comes to live streaming. It's not really segmenting even the audience. It's the analytics, for pre-recorded and live streaming. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Is it smarter to do regular post or short on instance since you have the option when uploading? So it depends on your point of the post. So on Instagram, you have your reels, you have your post, you have stories. So sort of the strategy for using each different one, your regular post is mostly to kind of, push content out or information or whatever to your audience that's already following you. Now you can hashtag that and you can get some organic reach for new people with posts, but for the most part, your following is going to see that. Stories, kind of the same thing. Reels, the strategy for using Reels is if you want to reach new audience, Reels is very good for that. So that's kind of my strategy on Instagram to answer that question. So it really depends on what's your post, what is your, what are you looking to gain with that specific post? Is it information for your followers, or is it for, to possibly attract new following with, something? And could be a combination. Dr. Elo's in the house. What is up, brother? Good to see you, man. He's going to be on here next week. So Dr. Elo will be our guest next week. We're going to talk about live stream engagement. And so looking forward to that one. As you can see in his name, Dr. Elo - live streaming. He knows a lot about live streaming, so it should be a great conversation. Great to see you, man. Everyone has YouTube shorts. I want YouTube pants. Maybe one day, man. Maybe one day. The jerky turned out amazing. We still gotta get our little deal worked out, man. You definitely are frontman, lead singer of a band material. Not if you want me to sing, I'm not. I don't sing. I did a TikTok last night where I just, lip sync Freddie Mercury, and I tagged Vato, and I was like, man, this is the most you'll ever hear me sing on social media. And it wasn't actually me singing, but that's what you get. That's it. What's up, Michael P? Good to see you, man. I really hope they launch the podcast section soon. I think that'll help with analytics. I think so too. They're starting to make some changes as far as gaming goes. And we're talking about YouTube right now. I think that's what you're talking about. They're making some changes when it comes to gaming live streams. So I'm hoping that sort of kind of trickles over to regular non-gaming live streams also. All right, so let's jump over to talk about our tips. So I got 3 tips tonight for views on short form content. And it's a lot of this is modeled for TikTok because, again, TikTok is really, when it comes to short form engagement, TikTok really has that algorithm narrowed down. The algorithm works really well. And so it just does compared to the other ones. So there's a lot of different strategies. And so tip number 1, though, and this really goes for content across any platform, any type of content. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. The number 1 thing to always think about is content is king. This is something Dan C loves to say, and I know he didn't come up with the saying, but he's the first person that I heard it from. But it is so true. Content is king, and we're going to talk about this. But and I think it's actually my next point, or the first point. Good content beats all strategy. So we can talk strategy, we can talk hashtags, we can talk when you should post, we can talk all of that stuff. But if your content is not watchable, if it's not something people want to watch, if it doesn't bring value to somebody's life, if it doesn't solve a pain point, then no strategy in the world is going to fix that. And so that's the first thing that I definitely want to make sure I cover. Content is king. Good content beats all strategy. So when you are kind of building your platform, when you're thinking about the content that you're putting out, if you've got yourself narrowed down to a niche, then the important thing is to make sure that the content that you're putting out with 99% of your post is bringing some sort of value. Now that value can be niche specific. It can be teaching somebody something about your niche, somebody in your audience that needs to know that. It can be bringing awareness to something. Now it can also be letting people get to know you, and that's okay too. But where the quality sort of separates from the non-quality is if your content really has nothing to do with your niche, or if it's not thought out and things like that and doesn't actually solve something for somebody. So good content beats all strategy, no matter what we're talking about. So I want to make sure I said that first. About to head home from the shop and make some coffee. There you go. What's up, Vinny P? Good to see you, man. Hold up. Stopping in for a few while I shave. You got to clarify that statement, sir. What are you shaving, man? What are you shaving? Good to see you, Vinny P. And yeah, the Easter Bunny brought me a new coffee grinder. It's pretty cool. So, all right, next you have to know who your audience is. Ellie says, definitely got to catch the shorter attention span of people that are used to getting short content. Yeah, absolutely. And that's where I said, like, for me on my channel, on my YouTube channel, I don't really do YouTube shorts because a lot of the shorts community, the people that go to watch the shorts, they don't necessarily watch long form stuff. So for me, my personal strategy, I just don't want to mix those two on the same platform. That's just me though. So who's your audience? You have to know who your audience is. And this is where we talk about niching down. And you don't even have to know what your niche is when you first start. So if you're brand new at creating content, you don't necessarily have to know who your audience is. You're going to figure it out pretty quick as long as you watch your analytics and you engage with people that have followed you. You'll figure out who your audience is. No, you're right. It's not a beard live, but when I see Vinny P say the word shaving, I'm wondering what's going on. Have to admit, I left that just like that for a reason. Only the head. There we go. Good stuff. Thanks to you because, yep, the pit bull is awesome. Mine's always pretty close by. Yeah, good stuff, man. So you have to know who your audience is. If you know who your audience is, especially when you get to that point, and I'll tell you kind of what I mean by this. As you get into content creation, you sort of figure out who you think your audience is when you first start. May not be who your audience is in the end. Now that's going to depend on the niche that you're trying to be a part of. And so, a lot of you guys in here are beard content creators. So it's, your niche is obviously men with beards. And there's women that follow, they love their men with beards and they help them pick stuff out. Ellie's here. She's amazing. My wife. But your niche is pretty much bearded men who want to know how to buy beard products, take care of their beards. So for me, when I started this new channel, my audience, what I was starting to target, my audience was going to be content creators, right? Well, just saying content creators, that's a big niche. I mean, if somebody's putting content on the internet, they're a content creator. So that's a big niche. What my audience sort of became, and I love this, it's turned into new content creators getting started on TikTok, getting started on YouTube. And so my niche became more of a micro niche of new content creators. So you'll figure out as you go along the way who your audience actually is. And it's important to make sure that you give your specific audience the content that they're looking for. And so knowing that content that has to go out for that audience is going to be a big part of tip number one. And yeah, Chris, we know Chris is the anti-niche for sure. He films everything, which is why I'm going to beat you to 100K, my friend. That's why that's going to happen. We have a bet for those of you that don't know, the first one to 100K. I don't know what the bet is, but we have some kind of bet. But good to see you, man. What's up, Gary? You don't like the poll? We're going to go look at the poll in just a second. All right, so next is don't chase trends outside your niche. Now, they're really close there. Sorry about that. Don't chase trends outside your niche. Now, once you have kind of niche down, and this really is, well, I mean, this applies to every platform. It's even worse on TikTok, but for any platform, don't chase trends outside your niche. So I'm going to use TikTok as the example here. If your niche on TikTok is mortgage, there's a lot of mortgage of real estate agents that I follow. If your niche is real estate, real estate topics, right? You're trying to reach people that are buying real estate. There's a lot of trends on TikTok, especially that people love to jump on because they're trendy, right? So they're getting a lot of views when they first start. If you don't make that trend towards your niche, and let's say that you go viral with something that has nothing to do with mortgages in this case, and you end up with like 5,000 new followers off of that trend, then you have 5,000 new followers that followed because you did a post about whatever that trend was. and not necessarily about mortgages. So now you have 5,000 followers that are not necessarily into the rest of your content. So you don't want to chase trends outside your niche. And we're going to talk about trends a little more in depth here in just a few minutes, because trends should be a small portion also of your content overall. But you definitely don't want to chase trends outside your niche. So that's my tip number one. Good content beats all strategy. Know your audience. Make sure that your content you're putting out is the content that your audience needs and wants. Make sure you're solving their pain points. And don't chase trends outside of your niche. Just to kind of bring that home a little bit, so this channel obviously is a content coaching. I'm a content coach. So on my YouTube channel, I would not start posting videos about changing spark plugs in my truck. So that's that. Can't do trends with my niche. Yeah, to an extent you probably can, and we can talk about that when I get to, I think that's tip number 3 I got. But I know what you mean. All right, make sure I'm not missing any. Oh, is this the bet? Okay, so we'll see. Maybe this is our bet being made live here. So this is April 18th at, my clock says 19:26 for you non-military. That's 7:26 p.m. Eastern. If I win, Coach has to eat a bag of Twizzlers. Oh, I'm definitely getting to 100K first. If he wins, I have to say nice things about someone I'm not fond of. All right, we'll have to talk about it. I don't know what that means. We'll talk about that. Eating a bag of Twizzlers would be terrible. Twizzlers are gross. Let's see. Hey, Jackie, good to see you. So you haven't missed much so far. We just talked about, tip number 1 being content is king. Good content beats all strategy. So it doesn't matter what strategy you try to employ. If your content is not helping your audience, then, all the strategy in the world can't really help you too much. Nope, G-Lou. Fear the deer, baby. Fear the deer. I don't have a lot of returning subscribers. Most of my views are through search or recommended, so I'm starting to not worry as much about it. Oh, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, if your content's getting out there to, reaching new audiences. Although, I mean, you definitely want your subscribers to come back. I'd be interested to see what happens when you make that change, how that kind of turns for you. But coming through search and recommended, that's amazing. That's what we're all going for. Food is magic. Happy Monday. Good to see you. I don't think you were in here Friday. So I believe you are new here also. If you don't mind, let us know your name and welcome. We appreciate you being here. Awesome. The records came. Okay, cool. Oh man, you know what? This is the wrong stream for that. Yeah. I think the existing subscribers will like me going back to vlogs and life update stuff. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, Nico? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. That's right. The Bucks are hot right now, though. It's going to come back down to, is it going to be another Bucks Suns series? I hope so. I mean, we kind of have to talk because I kind of work for them a little bit, but yeah. All right, so next up, let's go to our next point. So tip number 2. Tip number 2 is hashtags. Now, hashtags, this is something that is different across pretty much every platform. The way that hashtags work on TikTok is like worlds apart in difference from the way they work on Instagram, and it's even different from the way that tags work on YouTube, and we'll talk about that a little bit. So first up, oh, see, I knew I liked Jackie. Look at that. Go Bucks. Go Bucks. Absolutely. I need to get the Bucks, some Bucks music on my thing here. There you go. All right. So tip number 2, hashtags. Now, the first thing I want to say here, hashtags do not in any way guarantee success or that should say virality, but apparently I can't spell. So hashtags don't guarantee success or the fact that your video will go viral or nothing like that. Hashtags. So let's talk about YouTube first. So tags on YouTube, if you look at YouTube's kind of official statement on the way that tags work for your videos, what YouTube says is that tags don't really do much for your video other than making sure that your video, like if there's something in your video title or description that's commonly misspelled, then tags can help can help reach the right place, to take care of those misspellings. But other than that, hashtags or tags on YouTube don't really have much to do with where your video goes. Now, I have always, and I don't know how many videos I've uploaded. I mean, I've got several hundred on the first channel and 80, 90 something on this channel. I have always maxed out the hashtag field. Always. I've always done it. My view on it is that if hashtags can help your content, if tags on YouTube can help your content get to the right place based on common misspellings, then why couldn't those tags also help that content get other places? That's just kind of my view on it. So I've always maxed it out, which on YouTube you have 500 characters you can use for tags, and so I've always done that way. But that's YouTube stance. Instagram and TikTok, on this we're talking Reels mainly, short form content, short form videos. On Instagram, the way that you do hashtags is completely different from the way that you use them on TikTok, but the end result, the fundamental of what they do for the content is pretty much the same. They are made to make sure that your content gets to the audience that you intended to get to. And so now what I mean by that is, and this is especially true on TikTok, that TikTok, your videos can do well without hashtags. You don't even have to use hashtags. So the way it works on TikTok is that when you post a video, that video goes out to 5% of your followers. It's like 5 to 10% of your following. If it does well for your following, then it goes out to a larger portion and then a percentage of the FYP, so the For You page. If it does well there, then it keeps trending in different tiers and all this stuff, and then eventually your video could possibly get to a viral status. What the hashtags do is, so if you don't have hashtags, then the algorithm will sort of figure out the audience based on who's watching your video. So whoever is watching most of your video and really interacting with it, then the algorithm will look at them and see what content they typically interact with and start pushing that content to those audiences. If you use hashtags in your TikTok, then you're telling the algorithm, this is the audience for this video, and so this is where I want you to send the video. That's pretty much what hashtags do. Yeah, well, they're different on different platforms just because the algorithms are written differently. They're different programmers for each platform, and so the way that Instagram and TikTok write their algorithm, it's just different because they're different teams, different people. So yep, different on different platforms. Posted a TikTok format video just to get down my workflow sorted. Who are the people watching my video with no hashtag on YouTube? I posted a TikTok format video just to get down my workflow. Who are the people watching my video with no, yeah, so I mean, that's even different too. I mean, the way that the videos go out on YouTube is even different. So, yeah, that's something to figure out for sure. Yeah, so the experiment that I did with hashtags, I think at least a few of the people here from TikTok know I did 2 different videos, maybe a month and a half ago, something like that. I did 2 different videos like back to back, posted them right at the same time. It was the same exact video. The only difference is in one I used no hashtags, and the other one I used hashtags. And the one with no hashtags, I pushed that one out first. I don't remember what the view, I don't know what the view count is on it now, but it was like, 30, 40, 50, 60,000, I don't know. It was a lot more than the one with hashtags. And so there's definitely variables that go into why a video might succeed at any given time. And my account was newer at that point also. So, but really what it really comes down to, I think in that case, is that the audience that I had at the time, so the following that I had at that point, I pushed that video out first, they saw that video, they interacted with that video, and then the algorithm picked it up and took off with it. The second one I directed at specific audiences with my hashtags. It didn't do as well, and it could have been too because, people already watched the first one, so they didn't get served the second one. But yeah, the no hashtag video did a whole lot better. My Instagram is stuck. Only when I tag a product and they reshare it gets viewers. Yeah, I think there's people that do really well with Instagram Reels, but I think for the most part, I think most people experience better engagement on TikTok when it comes to short form. Yep, different videos, yeah, yep. No beard. Hey, that's okay. No beards required. No beards required. My wife doesn't have a beard either, and she's still welcome. IG hashtags have made a major shift in how they work since Jacqueline joined way back in 2016. They used to be huge. Now they don't play nearly as big of a role in discovery. Yeah, we're going to talk about sort of the differences too, and I think that's my next slide. Oh, no, next point here is don't use overpopulated. So Kevin, I'm going to come back to that for sure. Don't use overpopulated hashtags. So yeah, mostly here I'm talking about on TikTok. There's some overpopulated on Instagram also, but not nearly the numbers like on TikTok. So, hey, what's up, Tommy? Good to see you. Pretty much irrelevant on YouTube anymore other than misspellings or clarification. Yeah, I was saying earlier that that's kind of YouTube's, official statement on it also. And I do agree with that, but I still call it my habits, but I still max out the tag field every time I put a video out. I should try an experiment on YouTube and use no tags and see what happens. I should think about how I'm going to do that. Yeah, but no, you're right. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. What is the number of views we consider viral on each platform? You know what? For me, the number of views we consider viral, I think, is relative to your following. Now, on TikTok, that's a little bit different because the algorithm is so much better at pushing your content out to people that are not already following you. So, I think TikTok's official, like what they call the viral tier, is like 100,000. If you look at it relative to your following and then to the videos, I mean, there's videos with millions and millions of views. Those are, I guess you'd call those super viral. But I think it's relative. This is just my opinion speaking. I think it's relative to your following count. So if you have, 10,000 followers and you have a video that does 100,000 views, I'm calling that viral. That's me. Let's see. So when I go back to older videos and change the tags, it seems to pick it up. Yeah, I kind of think so too. I did that a while. I've done that on a few videos, but one video specifically I changed some tags on and also updated the thumbnail. So I don't know if I can really say it was tags in that case, but that video started getting some views after that. I would personally rather have a slow, steady, sustainable growth. Virality sometimes hurts your page channel, just a personal opinion. Absolutely, and I agree, more so on YouTube for sure. TikTok, as long as you go viral and the video that you went viral for is in your niche, then you're okay. It's just too different the way things work. Had a video that hit over 3K. I have 217 followers. So in my eyes, and that's exactly what I mean. I mean, so Billy here talking about that video that did 3K, to him, that's amazing. And I'm the same way, like 3K, heck yeah, that's a ton of views. I love it. So I do think it's relative to your following and how you feel about it. Contagion effect. You guys were here earlier. Maybe you commented that earlier, but yeah, great to have you back, man. And yeah, social media can be whack for sure. I think a lot of these viral videos are using bots. If you look at it, sometimes it's definitely possible. There's services that do exist to make that happen. 10K. I was excited that even 100 people follow me on IG. Dude, you're the man, Vinny P. I don't know why you don't have more than that. You should. I think you have more than that, don't you? Now. All right, so don't use overpopulated hashtags. So let's talk TikTok first. This is something that I preach over and over and over when I talk about hashtags on TikTok. There's some hashtags on TikTok, and these exist on Instagram also, the same concept. I don't use these either. On TikTok, hashtag FYP, hashtag for you page, hashtag for you, hashtag FYP with a little smiley face. All those exist. Those hashtags, number one, they're so overpopulated. If you look at all those hashtags, there's like billions and billions and billions of views. The odds that hashtag simply is going to help your video get noticed among all the other videos that are using that hashtag are almost slim to none. And secondly, those hashtags don't really lead to a niche. They're not tied to any niche at all. So like if I did one of my videos, which all of my videos are content creator focused in one way or another, if I use hashtag FYP, that does not tie back to my niche at all. So it really serves me no purpose to use them. So I don't use those. On Instagram, you're talking about stuff like hashtag explore page, hashtag instagood, and there's a couple of more that people like to throw on there. Again, those don't lead back to any kind of a niche. And so again, the purpose of those hashtags is to reach a specific audience. You're really not doing that with those because they don't tie to anything. And so I always say don't use overpopulated hashtags. All views are not created equal. TikTok highly inflated views, in my opinion. That's why people who hardly get any views on YouTube get views on TikTok. I don't know, Tommy. I think it's, number one, there's 1.1 billion people on TikTok. There's so many people there. And I think the algorithm just works better if you use your hashtags and stuff correctly. It just works better to push your content out there. So I don't know. I have to dissect that statement a little bit. I agree with you that it's definitely easier to get views on TikTok than it is on YouTube. I don't dispute that at all. That's completely true. And oh yeah, for sure. It's important to not compare your growth to someone else's growth, subscriber count to someone else's. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Totally stopped using hashtags on TikTok and I'm getting more views. Hopefully though, are you noticing return views? So hopefully your content's reaching the audience that you intended to, and those viewers are coming back. You've seen a lot of the same audience. Using overpopulated hashtags is one of the biggest mistakes. 100%, Melanie, 100%. And people do it so often. TikTok especially, like there's new trending hashtags every day, like hashtag Amazon fines, maybe for like a few days. That's a big hashtag. Like companies will run like targeted hashtag campaigns, and those hashtags will take off and people will just start throwing them on their videos. And at the end of the day, they don't lead back to your niche. It's like there's no value in those hashtags. Yeah, there you go, man, for sure. Did I miss your hashtag comment? Did I? I don't see it. I don't know if it came through or not. Try it again. I don't see anything that I missed from you, so it might not have come through. It only takes a super secret music track to go viral. I mean, yeah, that there is some truth to that. I mean, there is trending sounds, which we're going to talk about in the next tip. But again, and you're so right about that, Tommy, that I always tell people when I'm talking about that to make sure that if you are using a trending sound, that your video is still about your niche. A lot of people make the mistake of, so you'll see a creator that will use a trending sound for, whatever that may be. And then somebody will see them do that. That video does real well. So then the next creator will do exactly what that creator did. The same dance, the same words, the same everything. And just to try to duplicate those views. If you can take the sound and still tie your niche to it, so mouth the words and then put your own words on the screen that make it about your niche, and then use hashtags if you use them for your niche, then that's a good way to use the sound. But you're right, people do use it wrong. I think they are two different platforms with two different user bases. As creators, we are not the typical user of a platform. TikTok stats are always day behind. If you look at the refresh dates, I don't believe they're really using AI. I don't know. I mean, there's 1.1 billion users. It would be tough. And I'm not disagreeing with why you're saying that, because sometimes it does seem like that. Sometimes it does seem like TikTok especially has their favorites, right? But I think it more comes down to, especially the bigger creators, the Scott Henrys, the Tell Moon, the really, really big creators. I think they have established their place, and the algorithm knows people are watching, so their stuff is going to go out. I just think there's too many users for humans to be able to run that. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Shay? What's up, Shay? Never do that, hate that. Yeah. Make it your own. And hey, Shay does a great job. So MD Picker, she does a great job of it. She uses a lot of sounds, and I've said before, I love her TikTok videos because she's showing some of the stuff she's bought and sold, and she's using the sounds and modeling her content with that sound to make it look cool. But her content is about her niche. She does a great job with that. Content is king. Did I miss? Oh, I mean, it may have been a joke, but there's some truth to it though, for real, man. There really is. Yeah. Content's definitely king. What's up, Todd? All right. I don't understand the population numbers. I thought they were video counts. They're not. Visit Volusia and Visit Volusia County weren't tags until I made them, and now they're both at 415. Yeah. So that's what you would call branded hashtags. If those hashtags didn't exist and you created those, and those hashtags, they sort of become tied to your platform. So like mine, I always use hashtag Ken the Content Coach and hashtag Just Hit Record Fam. Those are my branded hashtags. Like right now, I don't know what the counts are. Like they're a pretty decent number. Any time that hashtag is used, my videos are going to be the trending videos for those hashtags. And so those are what you would call your branded hashtags. And the more that you use them, the more they'll grow. Now those, it's likely, those are more likely to be used by other creators than mine would be. But if you've established yourself with those hashtags, then that's going to be really good. Because that almost sounds like a travel, what am I trying to say? There's like visitor centers and visitors, different visitors pages. I can't think of what I'm going to say, but I think you know what I mean. So if you make those yours, that's cool. Aldemir, what's up, man? Good to see you. All right, I think that I'm caught up. All right, so don't use the overpopulated hashtags. And then next, all right, so this is the number of hashtags. Now, IG and TikTok are so much different. On Instagram, you can use a maximum of 30 hashtags, which to me just blows my mind. Like I can't stand sitting and trying to post something to Instagram and having to research that many hashtags. What I typically end up doing is just kind of reusing a lot of the same ones over and over. And I'll use like 15 to 20. I don't know if I've ever used 30. I think my post this morning may have had 23. But 15 to 20 is sort of my target number of hashtags to use on Instagram. TikTok is 4 to 6. That's sort of my target. Now, again, your hashtags lead to a specific audience. So those 4 to 6 should all be definitely niche related, but you can use kind of a combination. So while I said don't use like the overpopulated hashtags, sort of the numbers I shoot for. Now, for the most part, 2 of those are always going to be my 2 branded hashtags. I use a lot of different ones like, grow on TikTok, social media growth, things like that. But I try to shoot for, like when I'm researching new hashtags, I try to shoot for, a couple of those, 1 or 2 of those, like in the ballpark of somewhere between like 10,000 views and 100,000 views up to 500,000 views, somewhere in there. The most popular hashtags I like to use have numbers from like 500,000 to 500 million. And that's really, really kind of pushing it. Like I don't get up to that 500 million too often. And I'm talking about the number of views for that hashtag. So for me, even 500 million views on a hashtag already when I use it, that's kind of pushing it, but I will use those. But 4 to 6 is the max number of hashtags. And I try to focus a combination on those number of views for each one. Hey Rachel, how's it going? Only have 6 videos, so we're the 415, so it's the views. So on TikTok, it's the number of views. So like if Visit Volusia has 415 next to it, that means that the combined number of views on a video with those hashtags is 415. So that's the number of views, not the number of videos, if that's what you're asking. So, for example, like the hashtag FYP, like I was talking about, the number next to that is like, I don't know, 500 and some odd billion, I don't know, a trillion. It's a ridiculous number. That's the number of views, videos. That's the number of times that a video has been viewed that has that hashtag. So that's why I say the real overpopulated ones, it's kind of hard to get your video up in that mix because the other videos are already getting so many views with it. It's just tough to use. So yeah, definitely views. Dr. Elo, 3 hashtags at most. You talking about Instagram or TikTok? It's what to see, do, eat, beaches, the beach, and NASCAR in Daytona. Yep. There's a hashtag research tool that randomizes the order as well. I've looked into a couple of hashtag, tools that sort of kind of tell me, the hashtags that are currently doing well. I don't know. I guess I kind of stopped using those. There's one way that I research hashtags, and like on TikTok, I'll go down to, so at the bottom, discover, and then I'll type in a search term. So like I might type in content creation and then search that. And then up at the top, you'll see, top users, videos, whatever the categories are. There's one that says hashtags. I'll click on hashtags and I'll see the terms that come up for that hashtag, and then it shows me the number of views there. That's kind of how I do my hashtag research. And I do that sometimes. I don't do that every day. Maybe once a week, once every couple of weeks. Most of my videos are the same. Like I'm just trying to reach the one specific audience, so I kind of reuse a lot of the same ones. I've used a few of the research tools though, and I just, I don't know. I kind of stopped using them so much, but they can be valuable for sure. The Browns have spent $340.5 million this offseason. They're trying to do something, man. Hey, what's up, Dave? Good to see you, man. Better late than never. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I appreciate you being here at all, brother. My views have nearly 900. It's probably just the analytic, it takes time for the analytics to all sync up. It's probably that, but the numbers next to the hashtag is definitely views for sure. Some over. Yeah, if you look at that hashtag like tomorrow, the next couple of days, you may see that number has gone up a little bit. What are pronouns on TikTok? It's it's the whole, people want to be called a certain thing is kind of with that conversation. We can talk, I can send you a DM after if you'd like. Only because that conversation can get political, and like me personally, I couldn't care less what somebody wants to be called, but I try to be careful with political conversations. So, but that's what that's talking about. So yeah, that's the number there. IG 15 to 20, TikTok 4 to 6. YouTube Shorts, you really don't have to use tags. It kind of goes along with the whole, the way the tags work with YouTube videos. I think it's still the same where if you post them from mobile, TikTok or YouTube has like its own shorts category now, but when they first started, you had to use hashtag shorts on your title and your description. I don't think that's the same anymore. Hey, what's up, Andrew? And so that's that. And then for regular uploaded video, if you're still old school like me and I populate the entire field, it's 500 characters that you can use for tags on a YouTube video, on long form content. Yeah, let me know. I'm curious to how that turns out, because it's got to be just the backup in analytics for sure. Was given tonight off to work to catch up on schoolwork, and I ended up taking a 3-hour nap. Sometimes you need that rest, man. All right, so that's hashtags. If you have any questions that I maybe didn't cover there, definitely throw them out there. Dan C says, I still use tags on my uploads, my shorts, and my live streams. I think they are extremely effective still in niche markets. For example, if you search beards in the last week, you'll find them all. That's kind of where I'm at too, Dan, and that's why I still use them. I don't know. I agree with you. I agree with you. Being that beards is a micro niche, I think even more so. It may be less important with what I'm doing. I'm not sure. For example, the video that I did this morning, I used, obviously my title and my description, it's got like burnout, creator burnout, stuff like that. But I use tags like creator mental health, burnout, how to avoid burnout, stuff like that. That was on today's YouTube video. I still kind of look at it the same way also. And Jackie says, I agree. Yeah, Jackie, how do you see that? Because I know your content, you have a different niche than us also, talking about hot tubs and pools and stuff. You pretty much, sounds like you probably do kind of the same thing. All right, so that is hashtags and tags. All right, next up, let's talk about trends. Now, trends is you'll hear a lot of different things about trends from different creators. Dan says, I mean it. If you search beards and filter last week, you'll literally find every single video that used beards as a tag. I go through those on a regular basis and find hidden gems, small channels. Yeah. So trends is something that you will hear a lot of different opinions on. I'm going to give you my take on trends, and I'm definitely curious from everybody that's here that does this type of content, kind of what your take is on trends also. All right, so first, use trending music and sounds, and we'll get to the but in just a second. So this is something else that's a little bit different, I think, between TikTok and like YouTube Shorts. I think Instagram is sort of the same as TikTok. Jackie says, I find if I don't use tags, it hurts bad. That's still where I'm at too. Yeah. Love using Google Trends, which is different than what you're talking about. Yes. So for the short form content, so trends, there's like trending music, trending sounds, which on TikTok is awesome because it's like a creator has created a sound and whatever they said in their video is now taken off and become a sound that everybody loves to use. That's one thing I love about TikTok. They're fun to do. So you definitely want to use trending music and sounds. We're going to talk about the but in just a second. But it's a good way. I mean, on TikTok, when something is trending and people are watching something, so like if the song, I don't know, I'm going to pick a song, We Will Rock You by Queen. If that song, for whatever reason, started trending on TikTok and a lot of people started using that and people were watching those videos, then TikTok wants those videos to trend because obviously they, just like every other platform, their goal is to keep you on that platform as long as possible. So they're going to reward, the algorithm is going to reward your content by helping push that out if that's being used because people are currently watching that. So that's trending music. And then the sounds is typically, if somebody says something in a video, then that becomes a sound people like to use. I used one this morning. That's kind of the same thing for that. I use hashtags because, it can't hurt. Yeah, for sure. Trending filters. Yeah, I didn't throw filters in this list. Me personally, I'm not a big filter user. I do use them sometimes. I do think that they do have some value. I think that using trending effects and filters help also, but it's not something I do a lot, so I didn't specifically put that in here. But I've seen some effects that are brand new that start to take off and people get a ton of views with those. The creator sounds on TikTok is amazing. Only trends I hate is a clip sound from a song that is great. Then you hear the full song and it's not as good. Yeah, there's a lot of accounts, Dan. There's a few specifically that I follow that they'll take songs and they'll clip songs together. You've probably heard some of them. Those are some of my favorite ones. Those guys are creative. And then you can use those sounds for some really cool stuff. But then, you go back and hear the full song and you're like, this isn't even the same. A good example of that is that Vibe song by Willow. Now, the song that trended for her was, I think, a live performance. I was like, man, I love this song. The song is great. And I went back and I found like the recorded version of the song. And it was still a cool song, but it didn't sound as good. It wasn't as cool. So yeah, that's definitely a thing. On my main channel, trends hasn't helped for nothing. I use them with my own words and it hasn't helped me at all. Yeah, it's definitely going to be, kind of a case by case, an account by account. I'd have to go back and look and see what some of them were, but, and I've seen obviously some of your videos. I don't know. I can look at them and see maybe. And on the new account now, are you sort of abandoning the old account? Is your new account what you're sort of sticking to, or are you still doing both? You're running both of those. My 2 best videos have the hashtag Packers fan reaction, but both videos were dropped on perfect timing. Also my most searched. Are you talking about on YouTube? Your Packers videos you did after Devontae and Aaron Rodgers coming back? I love the music open verse challenges. Yeah, I wish I had the talent to make some of those. Hey, what's up, Brian? Good to see you, man. All right, time check. We're good. All right. So let's talk about the but. Use trending music and sounds, but don't overuse them. The problem with trending sounds and trends in general comes in when if you use trends, and especially if you don't tie them back to your niche, again, kind of like we said earlier, and you start trending for content that is not related to your niche, to the audience you're trying to reach, then you're going to attract a following that doesn't care about the rest of your content, kind of that whole thing. Don't overuse them. One of the big differences with TikTok especially, you're going to find that most of your audience, the TikTok community, the people that watch on TikTok, for the most part, love authenticity. There's a few things on TikTok that don't always work as well. I've done some videos where I've used my camera that I'm using right now, where I've made some, I've spent some time producing those videos and put those out there. Those almost never seem to do as well as if I just pick up my phone and just film a TikTok. It's the authenticity piece of it. People, they just want to know that you are you and real, and you made this, and it's what you said when you said it. Not a lot of production value. Now, there's some highly produced videos that do well, but for the most part, I think most people would see on their accounts that they're picking up their phone, that those did much better. So don't overuse the trends and the sounds. They can be overused. Kind of what I go for, and by no means do I like actually gauge this out and, okay, I'm only going to do 8 videos like that this week and 2 like that this week. But I try to stick to doing mostly original stuff. So I kind of go to a 80% original, 20% trends is sort of what I go for when I'm doing short form. And by original, obviously original being first of all where I have a topic and I talk about, like today I talked about how to frame yourself in the shot when you're recording a video and actually talking to your audience. That's original content because that is a video that I completely scripted myself, said what I had to say on it. I did throw some music in the background because I use music on pretty much everything. And that's original because I didn't take a trend and lip sync anything. I said something in a video that was from my own teaching, and that's what I said. That's an original video. Trends is more if there's the sound, like the one that I did yesterday with Freddie Mercury. That was from Live Aid, by the way, for those of you that haven't seen it. That was more, you can't even really call that a trend because it wasn't a trending sound. I found the sound and I like it, but I took a sound that sort of already existed. I lip sync the sound, and then on the screen I put kind of my own words and what I wanted to say on that sound. So that would have been more of a trend. I try to go 80% original, 20% trends, so that most of my content is original. I came up with it. Nobody has seen this content before. That's 100% mine, straight from here and not from a trend. So that's kind of what I do there. And yeah, for sure. Doesn't matter what we use, tags, music, etc. The content is ultimately what matters. 100% Tommy. I'm going to go back to, this was my very first slide. I don't know if you were here. This was my very first slide. Content is king. Good content beats all strategy. So again, yeah, exactly what Tommy's saying. We can talk strategy all day long, but if your content is not good, the strategy is not going to help you a whole lot. So that's where I was there for sure. My old account is going to be my fun account. I'm over trying to build it. Self-employment info isn't getting enough love. You know what it is with that? There's a lot of self-employment content on TikTok. There's a lot of affiliate marketing stuff on TikTok. I'm thinking about making a TikTok tomorrow to talk about, respectfully, some of the stuff that I see from affiliate marketers. No disrespect, and I'll never talk, trash or whatever about another creator. But there is some stuff that I see from some of the affiliate marketing crowd that I'm just like, well, okay. I mean, I respect it, but it's not my thing. Yeah, I'm thinking I may make a TikTok. I'm trying to think how I want to say it because I don't want to come across as, knocking somebody's hustle or being disrespectful, because that's not at all my intent. But there's a lot of affiliate marketing content and a lot of self-employment content. So I think it's one of those things where people are seeing it more and more, and they just straight up don't care because there's so much of it, and a lot of them aren't trusted. So I think that may be why you're seeing that. Not that they're not trusting you, but just that there's so much of that content out there. I need to learn how to add sound over my videos that aren't copyrighted. So if you're talking about, Aaron, you talking about YouTube with that? I use Epidemic Sound. That's what I use. You can also use YouTube's, well, let's see. Let me do this. Let me know for sure, Aaron. You talking about, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I remember your content, what you're talking about. The only point that I was trying to make is I think that people have seen so much on that specific subject that I think that may be why you were having some issues with that niche. I'm not saying at all that you were doing anything wrong with it, but there's people that are, and it kind of ruins it for those that are trying to do things or just trying to share information like you. People sort of stop listening to it. That's kind of where I am with affiliate marketing, if that makes sense. And I'm talking specifically about the affiliate marketing stuff you see on TikTok. Yeah, absolutely. How they do it is up to them. That's why I say I'll never knock the way somebody's doing something. The most that I'll do is just not engage with it. All right, yeah, for my YouTube video. So here, Aaron, I'll show you a few things. This is a few things you can use. Let me get this pulled up here real quick. So there's a lot of ways to find copyright-free, royalty-free music for YouTube videos. The first one, let me get the tabs open, then I'll come to it. So YouTube does give you a tool that you can use for copyright-free music. And there's that. And then the tool that I use is something different. I use YouTube's music sometimes. Okay, so and of course YouTube wants me to verify my session, so hold on. I don't know why I have to do this. I never have to do this. Somebody call YouTube and tell them I'm in the middle of a stream and I don't have time for this. I got to do the whole go to Gmail, type in this number. I log into YouTube Studio every day and do this. I don't know why they want me to do this now in the middle of a stream. Okay, here we go. So the two things you can use, Aaron. So the first thing is YouTube Studio itself. This is okay. So YouTube Studio gives you a tool here. This is the YouTube Studio audio library. So if you log into YouTube Studio and over on the side, you have all your different areas. There's the audio library, and you can search this. You can download music from right here. It'll tell you the license type, if you can use it, or if you have to put an attribution in your description. For the most part, they're all YouTube licensed, so you can use most of them, but they'll tell you for sure. But you can download the music here, and you can use that. What I use mostly is Epidemic Sound. This music that you're hearing right now, this is all Epidemic Sound. I get pretty much all of this from Epidemic Sound, so all of this. So those are two services. There's more too. There's a whole bunch of them you can kind of choose from, but those are the ones I use for sure. Oh, dude, you're not a pain. That was YouTube. Like, I'm in YouTube Studio every day. I log into YouTube Studio, and why now in the middle of a stream I have to go through the whole verification thing? Why is YouTube doing that to me? That's, yeah. So that's what I use there, man. Will you please make a group post about these music options? Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I'll do that tonight after my TikTok. So I'm going live on TikTok right after this, so I'll do that for sure. Gary says, my niche is eating cookies made by Mel. I'm currently out of content. There's a lot of people that don't have cookies right now. Yeah, cool. I just want to make sure that it didn't come across, because I wasn't questioning your content at all. It's other people that are kind of doing some stuff. People sell their soul for $2. Yeah. The affiliate marketing crowd, well, I'm going to leave it alone. Because, yeah. I'll just say this. There's some things that are coming in the future for Ken the Content Coach. Some of that's going to be group coaching. Some of that I am going to do some courses. But these are going to be smaller, bite-size, inexpensive courses. And it's going to be stuff that I write completely myself from scratch. I make it. I put it together 100%. It's not going to be something I got from somebody else and just kind of regurgitated. That's all coming, and I'll just leave that just like that. I want to make sure that I'm staying respectful. Use YouTube's music all the time because it's free and I'm cheap. Me too, but I do have the Epidemic Sound subscription just because I like it. It's one of the things I do pay for. Now I need to purchase any equipment, or do I need to purchase any equipment to access? No, you can access both from your phone. Epidemic Sound for sure. Do you have a laptop, right? If you have a laptop, for sure. But if all you have is your phone, I know Epidemic Sound you can use. I'll have to try YouTube Studio and let you know. I don't know that I've ever tried it. Was in the shower, so sorry it's late, but on the hashtag for IG, does that put them in the search based on what people look at? Epidemic is what I use for my IG videos as well. Yeah, Epidemic's awesome. So does it put them in the search based on, yeah, so it's kind of the same concept as TikTok. The algorithm kind of knows what content you're watching based on the content that you watch the most, who you're following, stuff like that. And so, yeah, the hashtags are going to sort of arrange viewership based on those hashtags. So like your video, if you use hashtag music or whatever, it's going to target that to the people that watch music more than others. Yeah, Epidemic's awesome. Epidemic's great. HP, Google, Chromebook. Yeah, you should be fine on your Chromebook. I think it'll download it to your Google Files structure. But yeah, you should be fine with that. All right, so that's it. That's what I had for this, for the information as far as the TikTok views, short form content views. If you guys have any questions, throw them out there. We're gonna go ahead and go into our Would You Rather round. But yeah, so hopefully that's helpful. There's a lot of things like that I mean, those are just kind of the basic fundamentals that will help any account as long as you're using those hashtags right. If you even use hashtags, because they are not necessary, the algorithm will figure out where your audience is based on the content, based on who's watching it. So as long as your content itself, again, content is king, just like Tommy said, as long as your content is watchable by the audience you intend it to be, then hashtags aren't even really all that necessary. They just help the algorithm find it. And then the trends, trending music, trending sounds, use them, but use them sparingly and use them. Make sure you stay niche specific. That's the advice I always have on trends and stuff like that. So, all right. So for those of you that are new, we normally kind of end every stream with Would You Rather. Close my email there. All right, so Would You Rather, this is just kind of I've got a couple of questions. I'm using Poddex for this once again. I don't know why I say this every time. I'm not an affiliate with the company or nothing. It's not a promotion. I just like it. So Would You Rather, there's a list of questions here we're going to go through. And basically in the chat, throw your answer out there. You pick one or the other. We are doing Would You Rather tonight. I kept it simple. Sometimes we do other stuff, so it's not even really called Would You Rather. Sometimes they're more conversational questions, but I kept it simple for tonight. So, the first question, would you rather spend your life overthinking every detail or make instant decisions without ever thinking? Would you rather spend your life overthinking every detail or make instant decisions without ever thinking? Yeah, I figured that's what was going on. All right, so Kevin says, spend life overthinking. That's what I already do. I think a lot of creators could probably say that one. If I had to pick one of those, I'm going to say make instant decisions without ever thinking, because I'm assuming what that means is that my decisions are always going to be the right ones. I hope. So I'm going to go with that one, assuming that's what that means. I hope that's what that means. Instant decisions seems much less stressful. Mel does this already, thinking every detail. She does that. Instant decision, overanalyzing, I do too much. I'm an overthinker, so I'll stick with that. Tommy said he never thinks. Overthinker. Gary doesn't want to think. Yep, Brian, exactly. Instant decisions, hands down. Overthinking is leaving little time for living. Yeah, yep, for sure. I have to make instant decisions all the time. Probably good at it too with what you do. All right, next one I think is easier. Jackie says overthinker. I think most content creators, most of us are. That's something we have to kind of be careful with because it can, slow us down. But yeah, overthinker. Yeah, Kevin, I'm thinking she's probably in the parking lot waiting for him to get off. So hopefully, yeah, don't be texting and driving. I need you back home. But I'm thinking she's probably in the parking lot waiting for him to get off work. That's what I'm hoping. All right, would you rather drive a Ford Mustang or a Chevy Camaro? Gary says Camaro. Ford Mustang or Chevy Camaro? This one's easy, I think, for most of us. For me, I'm a Ford guy, so I'm going Mustang. Camaro painted like Bumblebee. That'd be cool too, though. Ford Mustang. Ford Mustang. What year? Hey, whatever year you want. It doesn't specify. So you'll go with Camaro, 68 RS Dream Car, Camaro, Team Chevy. It's funny. I say I would go Ford Mustang, and between these two options, it'd be Mustang. But I have said, and it's going to happen one day, that I will buy a custom Corvette because you get to pick those up at the Corvette Museum. It's really cool how they do that. So one day I'll pick up a brand new Corvette, custom made, at the Corvette Museum in Bowling Green, Kentucky. That's going to happen one day. Yellow Mustang convertible, nice. BMW, you BMW guy, those are too expensive for me. I don't know, Tommy. Hey, the question says Camaro or Mustang, so I don't know, man. 68. Have you seen the new Mustang SUV that's electric? I have not. I haven't. I've started to see some more. I guess Chevy released an electric Silverado. I've got a truck. I'm a truck guy, so I kind of have my opinion about that. I get it. Green energy and all that, but man, I just can't imagine driving an electric truck. Am I going to be able to do the things I can do with my truck right now without losing power? I don't know. Mel says Camaro. Have to go Mustang, even though I'm more of a Chevy guy. I've driven both, and the Mustang is just the better car. 68 RS Camaro saw a 67 SS for sale today. Want a, go get it. Candy Ann has owned a 73 and a 79 T-top. You remember the one time the Corvette Museum? Yeah, so we went to the Corvette Museum back, I guess it was still the winter. When did we go? Maybe it was the fall. We went to the Corvette Museum a while back, and they have a whole exhibit made out of it. All the cars that fell in that sinkhole, they're all there. They didn't do anything to them. They didn't fix them. They pulled them out of the sinkhole, and now they're there on an exhibit. So they're still there. The dirt's still on some of them. The ones that were at the bottom, they're mangled. But yeah, yep. Have you been, Michael P? I know you're not too far from me, so. Rather walk, but Mustang. Okay, all right. I would love to take an old 60s Mustang and throw one of those electric crate motors in it like they did with the 70s F100. I haven't seen that. I have to see what you're talking about there. Ellie, that actually means first on race day, is actually what that stands for. First on race day. All right, what do we have next? All right, would you rather have unlimited coffee from Starbucks or unlimited burgers from Wendy's? Would you rather have unlimited coffee from Starbucks or burgers from Wendy's if you had a choice? Which one are you going with? Nightbot is a bullet. I don't know. Gary doesn't like Nightbot. I don't know why. Nightbot does work for me, so I don't have to. I like Nightbot. So Gary says coffee. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's my answer too. Unlimited Starbucks. Lord knows we spend enough money there as it is, so if I can get it unlimited. Starbucks. Yep, coffee from Jackie. Hey, what's up, Brandy and Dave? I'm assuming Dave. Great to see you. He says burgers. Good to see you, man. Mark Brown's going Alley Cat Grinds. Hey, I'm an Alley Cat Grinds fan, but Starbucks or Wendy's is the options there, brother. But I'm definitely with you on the grinds. Just did a video today about it. They took a Mustang Mach-E and put it in a 70-something. I'll have to check that out. I'll check that out. Burgers, hands down. Starbucks isn't coffee. That's the point, though, Vinny P. I don't know. Don't unfollow me. Don't unsubscribe. But I like the Starbucks. My drink of choice is a venti white chocolate mocha with a pump of chai. That's my drink from Starbucks. I like those. Found on Russian. I haven't heard that one before. Haven't heard that one. Burgers. Always coffee. Starbucks. I knew that'd be Mills. Going good, man. Hey, it's great to see you. We got to link up, man. We got to link up. Starbucks. Coffee, even though I don't drink it, would save me a fortune. Burgers, loathe. Oh, you don't like coffee either. There's a few non-coffee drinkers here that are here every week, so. Coffee, working at Wendy's is how I ended up 260 pounds back in the day. Yeah, eating that stuff does it to me, yeah. Wendy's. What is that, Mark? What is that? I'm not sure what that is. Probably something we don't have here. Wendy's isn't great. Yeah, don't eat the chili. If you do like Wendy's, don't eat the chili, because now that my son works at Wendy's, I know how it's made. And yeah. Michael P's a half vanilla bean, half mocha frap with frap chips. There you go. Wife makes us eat turkey burgers. Hey, we eat turkey burgers. They're actually not bad. The ones that we buy, they're not too bad at all. Nah, everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome. For those of you that don't know, Gary owns a coffee company, so he's playing around, but yeah. Wendy's burgers aren't typically fresh. Oh, thank you, Mark. That's all on me for not paying attention and knowing what I'm looking at. You're absolutely right. Star and money equals Starbucks. That went way over my head. Yes, but we're still far from that season, yeah. Is 260 bad? That's what I win. Yeah, but Vinny P, you're like 260 with like 0.5% body fat, so yeah, you're good, man. You're good. Ground chicken burgers. That sounds good too. Wendy's chili is nothing to the steam tables of half-cooked burgers at Good Times. I don't want to know. Starbucks is way overrated. Still love you, E-Rock, but come on, man. It may be, but I like it. It is kind of expensive. It's pricey. Yeah. So Brandy and Dave, I know you're on TikTok for sure. When you go to TikTok, search for Alley Cat Grinds. That's the coffee company. There is a discount code there for you, sir. But yeah, Alley Cat Grinds. Mine's upstairs. I don't have it down here, but yeah, Alley Cat Grinds. And you may recognize the person that does the TikToks for Alley Cat Grinds. Yep, the turkey burgers are good. I have not. I've not. No. I've heard of that one. Where are they based out of? Do we have them around here? If we're doing chili, I'll take some Skyline. You know, I've never had Skyline chili. We've been to Cincinnati a few times, and it's just not something we've stopped to grab. All right, let's do one more. Would you rather eat a bowl full of jelly beans or a bowl full of Skittles? Which one you doing? Bowl full of jelly beans or Skittles? I'm going Skittles. I love Skittles. That's mine. I like jelly beans too, but they have to be Jelly Belly. So I'm going Skittles. Skittles. Oh, they're in Louisville, one at Clarksville. Okay. No, I've never had coffee from there. No. We got jelly beans, Skittles, jelly beans. Wait, what flavor? Doesn't specify. Whatever you want them to be. Skittles, jelly beans. You guys are pretty split on this one. Yeah, I told you probably know that guy. Skittles for sure. Yeah, jelly beans, definitely not the licorice ones. Ugh, licorice is terrible. Skittles for sure. Skittles. Jelly Bean Factory is about an hour from me. So we have, there's probably something like this closer. I just don't know where it is. But whenever we go we go to Cincinnati and we go to Jungle Gyms, they have a whole big wall of Jelly Belly dispensers, and you can get like a pound bag. It's like, I don't know, $12 a pound. It's really ridiculous, but I still end up buying like 2 pounds. And you can mix and match your different flavors of Jelly Belly jelly beans. So we do that whenever we go up there. Skittles, Skittle beans. I mean, that's a fair answer. There is Skittle flavored jelly beans. So Corey broke the matrix on that one. There are Skittle flavored jelly beans. So good job, Corey. Sour jelly beans are delicious. Oh, Rachel, you can have all the licorice. Well, we'll send it all to you. Skittles because the lime are back and I want to eat them all. Yes. Jelly Bean Factory would be super cool to visit. Yep, sour jelly beans are awesome. You'll be in Cincinnati in about 3 weeks. Yeah, Jungle Gyms, there's 2 locations. There's, what are they called? I'd have to Google it, but there's 2 locations there. I like the one that we went to last time better than the first one. I don't remember what the 2 locations are called though. So, a couple of y'all love black licorice. I don't know how y'all do it. I mean, obviously to each their own. I don't know how y'all do it though. That licorice, I can't. All right, you guys. So, hey, once again, the Just Hit Record creator community, justhitrecordofficial.com. If you want to join, community full of creators with different backgrounds, different niches, different ways that they create content, all kind of helping each other. There's people asking questions, people answering questions. Just started it up a couple days ago. And so should grow into something really cool. The people that are in there now are awesome, asking questions, answering questions, helping each other out. I love how it's going, and I think it's gonna get so much better. So I'm looking forward to what this community becomes. But Just Hit Record Official, you can find that link in the description of this video and any other video moving forward. I guess I should go update all my descriptions, but that's there. It's on my website. It's all those places. There's one-on-one coaching also. Calendar's located at that link there through my website. That is available. And my website, kenthecontentcoach.com. My email, ken@kenthecontentcoach.com. All social media is listed there. Links are in the descriptions for all of my social media. And so that's how to get in touch with me if you need to. As always, anytime somebody needs something, feel free to reach out. Email and Instagram is sort of the best way to get a hold of me. As much as I love TikTok, I can't stand TikTok's messaging system. It's terrible. Because every time you get a follow and follow somebody back, that's a new message, and messages get buried, and I can't stand TikTok messaging. I think it's terrible. So Instagram and email are sort of the best ways to get in touch with me. Hey, I appreciate you, Mark. History Quest, what's up, man? Fun fact, jelly beans became popular after William Straft advertised sending them to Union soldiers. I had no idea. History Quest is somebody, if you love history and antique type stuff, that's somebody to follow right there. He's got some really cool stuff on his TikTok. I haven't checked out the YouTube. Do you have YouTube content? In 1861. I'm gonna go check out your YouTube after this. Great to see you in here, brother. Yeah, if you haven't done so, hit the thumbs up on the video if you don't mind. That definitely helps the video, helps the algorithm, which we've talked the algorithm word a couple times tonight, so it does help. And we have one of those.
You don't know my life.
Gary, that's from Corey to you. He says you don't know his life, so popcorn one's gross. Yeah, Russ, have a good weekend. Good weekend. Today's Monday. Have a good evening, sir. History Quest, appreciate you stopping by, man. Appreciate you. Everybody, we'll be back here on Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern for Just Stream With Me. I think I'm live a few times this week on a couple of different platforms. I need to look at my calendar. But, hey, I appreciate you guys being here tonight. Appreciate all the support always. You guys are family to me. Monday nights are awesome. I appreciate this so much. So, I'm still doing everything on TikTok. Okay. All right, cool. Cool. Definitely enjoying it, brother. Enjoying getting to know you. Appreciate you, Mrs. Coach, my biggest supporter. Thank you, Kevin. Everybody have a great night. Have a great week. Remember, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Try to be that positive light for somebody, because I guarantee you somebody that you come across needs that. Try to be that for them. And remember, just hit record. We'll see you guys on Friday. Thanks.